Hello everyone, and welcome to rchealth.com. You know exactly who I am, and you probably got a good idea what we're fixing to do. We got a brand new fan to replace this cheap plastic, chewed up, nasty plastic fan that's on the 600. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to epoxy the magnets into this aluminum fan. I've got epoxy right here. It's 15 minute. I'd rather have 30, but I got 15. We've got some toothpicks to put it in there and to mix it with. We got some Q-tips to dip in alcohol that we're going to use to clean that out. We're also going to use the toothpicks to kind of scrape off the 15-minute epoxy because it is going to squeeze them out. Now, you could go out and get your real small drill bit and drill a hole right in the center of this. That way it'll push it up through this side. I've decided not to do that because I went ahead and stuck the magnets in here and they fit pretty loose, so it's going to be able to come up pretty good. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep me from having to put a second layer on there because I can just spread what comes out on top. I could take and press them into these small holes. These two holes are smaller than these two holes. I could take them and just press them in there, but what I'm worried about is when this thing starts getting warm, it's going to expand and release the magnets, and I'm going to be right back into where I was before. So, first things first, we've got to get some cleaning done, and all we're going to do is put a little alcohol on our Q-tip. Holy crap, or all over my desk, one of the two. It works either way. Then, I'm just going to stick it in there, and we're going to clean the crap out of them holes. Alright, go ahead and flip it back over. Get a nice dry side there. As you can see, it's kind of sort of nasty, so we'll go ahead and get a little more alcohol on there and just keep cleaning her until she's nice and shiny clean. Alright, one last little turn and she comes out clean. Now I know that it's completely clean and it's ready to accept some of the 15-minute epoxy. So now we're going to clean up our alcohol mess. We're going to take our epoxy, and you really don't need a cup this big, but this is what we're going to use. And when I say we're going to use a little bit, I mean a very little bit. I'm just going to take and put it here on the side. Alright there, I mean, I don't even need that much. This is a 1-to-1, equal parts of each. I hate this yellow. This yellow is what stinks. We get it down there. Get us some equal parts of that. And then we'll just take our toothpick and swirl it together. Make sure to mix your epoxy up real good, guys. I'm trying to do this to where you guys can see it. I apologize if I kind of go out of frame. This isn't my usual camera setup. Alright, we got some good stinky mess going right here. What I'll do, I'll just get me a little dab of it on the end of my toothpick right there. And we're going to dab a little bit into that hole. We'll get a little bit more. And we'll dab a little bit into that hole. Once it's in there, take and just kind of swirl it around. That way you get a nice even coat. Alright, once you got that in there, you need to take your magnets, and all you got to do, instead of them sticking together like that, stick them together just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to color both of the outsides. Now these magnets actually come with marks, so you knew which poles were the same. Well, what we're doing here is we're marking which poles are opposite. You don't need to cover the whole thing. You just need to know which way is which. So now you get the fun task of separating the magnets and then laying them down here on the fan. See, I got the silver side up, flip that over and put the black side up. And again, black side up. That way you know you have a positive and a negative. That you can do two positives, I believe it is, but you can't do two negatives. But this way I know that these two that are facing up are opposites. So we'll just go ahead and slide them right into them holes. You're going to get your fingers a little dirty. Don't worry, it cleans up. Little mineral spirit, it'll be just fine. I think even alcohol will clean that up. Alright, I know you guys couldn't see that, but I kind of fought it. Let's see if I can do this one a little bit better. There we go. Press it all the way down in there and make sure that it's seated on the bottom. Remember when I said we were going to use this to kind of squeegee it off? What we're going to do is just kind of make sure we got plenty of epoxy on top of that magnet. Then we're going to take the toothpick, lay it down flat, and just scrape it off. Same thing on this one. Our magnets are installed. All we have to do is wait for that epoxy to cure, and we're ready to install this on the engine. That's how easy it is to install magnets into a fan, and the same process works for plastic, guys. Just make sure you have opposite poles, or you have both of the positive poles, or whichever one these little sensors will pick up. Make sure it's facing up. If you only have one facing up and the other one facing down, your divisor will be 1. If you got both of them facing up, your divisor will be 2. If you got both of them facing down, well, you're going to figure out how to get your magnets out and flip them over. So guys, that's how easy it is. If you have any questions, click on the link below, come on over to the forum and post up your questions. I look forward to seeing you on the forum. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.